Have you ever wondered what do we do when Earth runs out of water? Have you ever wondered if we're alone in the universe? This mission, your burning questions will be answered. Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, is the most likely place in the solar system to sustain life besides Earth due to the existence of methane ice. Methane, if present, is a gas that can show if life exists or if life could in that specified area. You might be wondering why even go to Europa. First of all, to see if life exists under its icy crust. Second of all, to examine the water. If Europa really does have an ocean under its crust, then it would hold twice the amount of water Earth does now. And what we'd be looking at is the different types of minerals and chemicals to see if the water is drinkable or usable, and see what kinds of filters and such it would need to go through to make it drinkable. Also to see if it's fresh, salt, or maybe even both types of water. Finally, to see where a mysterious heat source is coming from. NASA has proven that something is melting the ice on Europa. Considering that Europa is nearly 500 million miles away from the sun, its heat rays won't be strong enough to melt the ice. Therefore, it is predicted that the source is coming from inside. Europa is currently not a hot topic in space science, but it should be because of the thought that there might be life on a planet other than Earth, whether it be a fish or an alien. No missions have really focused on Europa, but have only done flybys, which means Europa Explorer 1 will be the first unmanned rover that will land on Europa and stay forever. This rover will be flown onto Europa by space rocket, and it will take about 7 years. So my total timeline will be 10 years, considering it take 2 to 3 years to build and plan. The goals of this mission are to take and analyze samples of the water in vials and drill for cores and rocks, and then to collect the data in picture form using a camera. The consequences of this mission are either positive or negative. On the positive side, we can find another source for water on Earth and possibly figure out if there's life other than Earth out there somewhere. On the negative side, something may fail with the equipment, and we could drill through Europa or damage it. It could waste a lot of money if it fails. The stakeholders will be everybody, considering that we will all learn and gain more knowledge from this mission if it does succeed. And the Canadian taxpayers will help fund. Some of the technology involved with this mission is a camera to take data in picture form, an analyzing chamber to analyze the samples and send the information back to Earth, a robotic arm to collect samples and cores we have drilled and move into the chamber, solar panels given that the rover will be solar panels, and a drill to take samples of core and ice rock. The rover will be controlled by a manned station on Earth, in much the same way a video game is controlled. To conclude, we are going to Europa to test the water in case we ever run out, and the rock and ice for minerals that Earth may need more of, and to see if there's life as we know it, or if we are alone in the universe. Remember, it always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela.